Hey guys, so we have 5 different products from Airtech Studios that we are going to review. One being their Maxx Advanced Hop-Up Chamber Inner Barrel Ring. Their Maxx Hop-Up Chamber Tune Center Unit. Their TDC Trolley ER Hop M-Nub with M-Nub. Just their standard M-Nub. And then the Maxx TDC standard tensioner nub. So each one of these products is actually amazing. I've had a chance to install most of these in other builds and such. The only 2 products I really haven't had a chance to work with are these 2. So we're going to go over the pros and cons and the benefits of all of these items. These 3 items are pretty self-explanatory. This holds just a standard nub, as you can see from the pictures there. They are made out of a nice nylon polymer, from what I've been told. They do fit into Maxx and Retro Arms hop-up units, any of the new gens, and any and all Maxx hop-up units, including the EMG, the reds, the greens, and any of the new and old gens as well. This one is their standard M-Nub with trolley. Fits in pretty much every barrel assembly I've tried as of right now. On this one I haven't had a chance to work with yet. It's just an elongated version of this, which is going to go nicely with this barrel because it does have a longer window. So that's the one we're going to be installing today. As for these 2 items, so this just goes onto the front of the hop-up unit from what I can see on the picture. Yes, exactly, there. To just make sure it stabilizes inside of your outer barrel assembly, which is going to be quite nice because then it gives you better accuracy, a little less movement inside the outer barrel assembly. So that will be interesting to see how that fits. And then this is just a spacer ring, so you don't need to have the spring on the top. What this will do, and most technicians that know what they are doing have used O-rings just on the front of the hop-up unit. So usually they slide onto the barrel over top. So we're going to be installing this little part. It's pretty simplistic. The instructions are all inside the packaging itself, as well as a few other additional parts, ideas, and etc. It's a little bit annoying that if you want to do a proper fit, I just grabbed this out of a random barrel assembly. You actually have to make sure that this fits right inside of here, right inside of this opening. Pretty much every AEG barrel has them. They're all going to be slightly different due to manufacturing tolerances. What I did on this particular build, since it is going into this Mark 18 and I did not want to disassemble the entire gun, a nice little easy cheat method is that I put this right on top and then just hold it up to the inside of the magwell and see how it fits. This one did need to be sanded a little bit, so I already did that. And then from there, what you're supposed to do is install the little screw and then the spring on top of that. And this will take out any play inside of this gap, which will make it easier so that your mags will constantly feed. You won't have any side-to-side wobble when you load your magazines. It's quite a nice little nifty idea and concept. I do like it. I wish there was a little bit less work, just more plug-and-play idea, but it does work quite nicely. Next, we will be doing the spacers. So as for the next item, this is the ER Hop M-Nub. So what this little device right here does, so you have a nice like rubber sorbothane style pad on it. This one is the ER Hop version. So it replaces, normally you would have a like a nub system inside of the Maxx or the Retro Arms that sits inside these gaps and goes down, up and down when you use the arm. This is their standard nub arm, so we'll be switching that out for a standard the one that normally comes in the Maxx hop-up unit, which is just a push-down arm, which would push this nub system down in. Now, the thing you want to look for is they make the standard and the ER hop. So with this, you want to make sure that it actually fits into the hop-up window. So this hop-up window is quite large. It will most definitely fit the ER. But if you're using a standard Prometheus, PDI, a Mad Bull, a Modify, and an Action Army, without any modifications to those barrels, you will have to use the standard nub. The ER hop nub is for elongated hop-up windows. So that's pretty self-explanatory. Once again, it just installs like so once the barrel assembly is built. It's kind of tricky to do one-handed, so it would sit just like that, and then you'd install your hop-up arm, which will push this up and down. So the next step is going to the spacer. So the last thing is the chamber inner barrel ring. So it goes on like so, it just slides quite literally over top of your barrel. The one thing is you do have to have this little cutout facing there. Self-explanatory, that piece intrudes into the barrel, so if you don't have that cutout there, it's not going to slide on. Then from there, you add on as many O-rings as you need to the point that you have some back pressure up against the front of your gearbox shell. So you just want to have all the O-rings, or as many as you need, to the point that this sits flush right up against your hop-up unit. So with this one, it's probably going to be 1 or 2. Commonly, with most setups, it's 1 or 2 O-rings. But it is nice that they send more than enough. So you can do this modification without this attachment point to any of your other barrels. So if you do buy this kit, it comes with the proper O-ring kits, and you can just add them onto your other guns, which is super nice. All in all, we've installed 3 different products onto this particular barrel assembly, and it all works amazingly and beautifully. The amount of tension applied down the inner barrel with the nub is very nice. It's very flat. We have been using these particular nub systems in most of our builds, and they work phenomenally. This product and this one as well were 2 new items I got to test out with this build. They do work nice. I do like this. It is simple. It is easy for anybody to install. This one was a little bit more, you have to be more technical savvy to install this if you wanted to get 100% perfect fit. But once again, it is a nice adjustment